Hey, Instagram fans and YouTube folks. Welcome to some Thoughts with Brown Girl Interrupting. Today, I'm breaking down my thoughts on relationships. I have recently been getting a ton of YouTube videos and advice on relationships for women and how women are supposed to approach dating and men and what men want. And I'm trying to figure out, so when do the men get some advice? and what kind of advice are they getting? I'm sure there's probably someone out there who actually has like a sociology degree or like has some real skill and experience in like matchmaking or something that is giving men advice. But I also feel like I'm gonna put my foot in this game in just thinking about like what have I learned through dating and conversations, because the truth of the matter is dating is a social experiment. Well, at least for me it is. And so here's what I've come up with. When you've got a high quality woman, she needs a couple things. It's not the big things, because here's the thing. When you have a high quality woman, most likely, she already has her own income. She works. She might have more than just one job. She might have a lot of hustles. She's taking care of, if she has kids, her own kids already. She's got friends and circles of friends, and so socially, she's covered. She takes care of herself. She knows how to entertain herself. She knows how to stay busy. She's not relying on you for any of those things. Doesn't mean she doesn't need you. What she needs from you is something different. First, what she needs from you is consistency. Doesn't mean constant, and I've said this before. And what I mean by that, because someone questioned this, I think, one time when I wrote it. Consistency means that you consistently have patterns that show up regularly, that show you value the person, that show you communicate, that show that you are making effort, and it's consistent, not haphazard, not really heavy for like a week and then like nothing for another week and then another week you're great. Like, no, that's not consistent. Consistent is over time, your pattern just shows that this is stuff you do because you just do it. And most likely you'll see that that woman already just does it consistently. So you know that you can count on her for those things. Number one. Number two, and it kind of goes with consistency, but it's effort. And it's effort in those tiny, small things, like effort to send a text in the morning to say good morning, effort to send a text at night to say good night, or make a phone call, right? Like, you know, if you have a moment, FaceTime them. It's effort that comes from being a good listener. So your effort isn't about the big gestures, but it's about listening to what she needs. So maybe it's like she mentioned this restaurant she really wanted to try out and you take her there, or it's something that like she's working on a project and you have an idea of how she can enhance that project in some way. And there's effort, right? It's the tiny things, and effort just requires you to listen. Listening doesn't cost a thing. Listening doesn't take your time away from you. It just requires you to be open. And the next thing, notice. Notice. That means pay attention. It's also a really easy thing if you're intentional and purposeful. And truthfully, I guess if it matters to you. So if the woman matters to you, you're going to pay attention. Pay attention to the details of her life. Who are the people that she hangs out with that are important to her? What's important about those people? What are her children like? What's her hardest thing about her relationship with her children? Or, you know, what is she struggling with? And how can you just notice those things to ask the questions that show you notice those things? And while you're noticing, you gotta also share your own life. So if you notice something that's a connection you can have, share your own stories too. All right, I got a couple more. This is a no-brainer, but I think men don't understand always how it comes up, right? Affection. Affection and intimacy start way before the bedroom. When you walk in the door, do you look her in the eye? Do you give her a kiss? Do you make it clear that you see her? The way you hold her, the way you look at her, the way you brush up against her just accidentally, or grab her from behind when she's standing at the counter, or rub her shoulder. That's affection. And the more you're doing all of that, the more you're getting a woman to feel safe and comfortable and at ease, because it's kind of like this way that you as a man are letting her know you're there and that you see her. That's what women want. They want to be seen. That's what people want. But women are a little bit better at sometimes letting men know they're seen. We know what to say and how to touch you and how to interact with you. I think sometimes men miss the mark a little bit. No offense to you guys. I think you're trying, but if you don't think about it and you don't do things with intention, you often can miss the opportunities where they could have been present. So I'm just breaking it down for you because apparently today I am relationship guru coach. Tomorrow I will most likely not be because I'll be figuring my own shit out. But today I got some advice. Okay, so kisses, hand holding. I mean, the best feeling sometimes is a man putting his hand on the small of your back and guiding you into the next room, or just, I don't know, just like into the kitchen. It doesn't even matter, right? Like, it's just, there's something about it. You feel like you're being taken care of physically, even without being fully taken care of physically. And it all leads up to really good intimacy and connection later in the evening. And the final thing, and this I think is probably the most important, because it can be intimidating to be with a woman who knows who she is, what she wants, and her value. But it doesn't mean she doesn't need to be taken care of. So take care of her. Give her that safe space to just let go and be with someone who's going to take care of her. Whether that means you cook a meal for her, or you just, I don't know, you listen to her, you let her put her head on your shoulder and just melt in to let go of the worries of the world and all the things that she is probably always carrying on her shoulder, because she seems like she's tough and she's got everything together. But in fact, women like that, we need a safe place to land. And we want someone who's a companion to share those moments with and let go. And yeah, in the end, we want to exhale. So hold on to that woman and just try a few little different things that don't require you to spend any money or do anything extravagant or go out of your way. They just require you to be intentional, purposeful, and make effort. Because if you value a woman, you need to let her know you value her, or someone else is going to snatch that situation up very quickly, because a valuable woman is seen from afar by many people. And if you leave gaps, trust and believe someone's about to fill them. They don't have to, if you do what you need to do. but they can. So just keep it in mind. I'm gonna leave you with some music from King Titan. Check out the link below. He's got some beats, so if you're making some videos, put them in because he's got some beats. And a shout out to all my YouTube followers. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe, click the link, do the notification bell, go to my blog, subscribe, follow me, because I got things other than relationship advice, but I got thoughts, and you might want to hear them. So check it out. You never know what you're going to take away.